Hi, it's Andy, and in this video we're going to study Heart of Worship, and the chords are D, A, and E minor, and back to A. Okay, now what I usually do when I play this tune is I play a D add 2 or a D suspended second. You might even see it written as a D9. And what I'm doing is I'm going to play my basic D, then I'm going to take away the middle finger, so just lift up finger 2. That gives you an open E for your highest note. So we're playing a D chord with only 2 fingers. Gives it kind of an airy sound, a little bit of an open sound there. Plus it's easier to play because you only use 2 fingers. So we've got finger 1 on the 2nd fret, string 3. We've got finger 3 on the 3rd fret, string 2. Hit it 4 times, 4 beats. Then it's time to move on. So instead of playing A, I'm going to play A sus 4. A suspended 4. So that looks very close to A, except for one thing. Your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret, string 2. Now your other fingers, they play basic notes from an A chord. 2nd finger plays 2nd fret, string 3. 1st finger plays 2nd fret, string 4. That's A suspended 4. You can just call it A suspended. Okay, now there's a trick there when you go from the D9 to the A suspended, because one finger stays in the same place all the time and never moves. That's called your anchor finger. So finger 3 is your anchor finger. Finger 3 will never move. It stays in place throughout the entire verse of the song. So you'll never lift that finger up. So let's review. You play your D9. Keep this finger where it is. Don't move it. Add in finger 1 and 2 and you'll have an A suspended chord. Of course that plays for 4 beats. Next move is E minor, but I'm going to play E minor 7. So I'm going to take finger 1 and 2 and I'm going to move both of those fingers 1 string up toward the ceiling to play my E minor chord. Now notice finger 3 didn't go anywhere. It's still in the same place. That's E minor 7. Of course, 4 beats. Then return to the chord you just played, A suspended. Okay, so once again, the 3rd finger never moves throughout this whole section. And the next tricky thing that I think we should talk about is the picking, because when you play a D chord, or the D9 I suppose, you'll be strumming 4 strings. Then when you play A suspended, you'll be playing 5 strings. Then when you play E minor 7, you'll be playing all 6 strings. Then when you go back to A suspended, you're going back to playing 5 strings. Okay, that's always tricky for beginners to learn. Oftentimes they'll just stare down at their pick and look for which string they want to aim for, although I think it would be better to learn that by feel. So some players just rest their wrist on the bridge or their palm. Some players move their hand over here by the sound hole and then they just let the palm of their hand touch string 6 while they're strumming. String 6 is a good guide to help you through those chords. Some players put their pinky down on the soundboard of the guitar. I don't usually do that, but some players do. Anyway, you should try to do the strumming without looking down at your pick. One way to practice that would be close your eyes, take your pick, and just land it on the 4th string. If you don't know where the 4th string is, set your hand down on the strings. Use your fingers to touch string 1. Set your palm down on all the strings, and you can find string 4 by feel. So I would suggest that you learn how to strum those chords with your eyes closed. It might take a while of practicing. It might take you a couple weeks, but if you work on it, you'll eventually get it. Okay, let's move on to the next section of the tune. So you've played the first line of the song. Repeat all the same chords again, and you've got the second line. Now when you get to the third line of the song, we're going to switch around the order, although we are going to play the same chords. We're going to play E minor for 2 beats, D for 2 beats, A for 4 beats. Then we're going to play all that again. E minor for 2 beats, D for 2 beats, and A for 4 beats. There you go. And then on the next line, we're just going to play all that same stuff again. Okay, so let's play the entire first verse now that you know everything. There's only 3 chords played, although they do switch the order and they do switch the number of strums, so I'll call it out as we play. Okay, here we go. We're starting at the top of the tune, starting from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, go. D, A, E minor, A. Let's repeat that line again. D, A, E minor, A. Now here comes the change. E, D, A. Do it again. E minor, D, A. Do it again. E minor, D, A. Do it one more time. E minor, D, A. You just played the first verse of the song. Okay, let's jump into the next part. Let's learn the chorus now. Now the chorus has almost all the same chords. It has a D, an A, an E minor, which you already have played. But then there's also a G chord. Okay, if you don't know a G chord, look it up in the chord dictionary. So I'm going to assume you know G, so let's just move on. Although I will say that I play the 4-finger G in this song. And I'm going to explain why. When you play the 4-finger G, you've got finger 3 on the 2nd string, and you've got your pinky finger on the 1st string, and they're jammed in there really close, both notes on the 3rd fret. That's the 4-finger G. Now I think you recognize that anchor note that we had previously in the song. So that anchor note comes back. That finger is going to stay there throughout this whole chord change, and it never leaves. That finger stays in the same place. Finger 3, 3rd fret, 2nd string. It's glued into position. You never lift it up. Okay, so here we go with the chorus. Start with D. Play it 4 times. Play A 4 times. Play E minor twice. Play D twice. Play G twice. Play A twice. Okay, then repeat that whole line again. D 4 times. A 4 times. E minor, D, G, A. We're back to the top. Okay, you just did the whole song. That was the chorus. So let's do a review and let's talk about the chorus and how the anchor finger works. Because there's one spot where you slide it, and I'm going to explain. When you start the chorus, you start on D. Now normally we've been playing A suspended, But in the chorus, if the bass player plays a C sharp, like he should if you're looking at the chart, this chord might sort of clash. So we're not going to play A suspended. We're going to take that third finger and we're going to slide it one fret over, and we're going to play just the basic A. Not A suspended, just plain old everyday A. Then we're going to slide that finger right back to where it was for the rest of the chords. E minor 7, D9, 4 finger G, and A suspended this time. So there's one chord in the chorus where you do slide that third finger, although you don't lift it up, you just keep it on the string and slide it. Okay, so that's the entire song. You just learned the verse and the chorus of the song. So let's talk about one other thing. If you're ready to, you can learn some picking. So this is what I'm going to show you next. Okay, let's learn what I just played. I just played the chords the exact same way that I showed you already. I didn't change anything with the fretting hand. The left hand is the same. What I did though was I took my right hand, my picking hand, and I rested it on the bridge for some stability because it's not going to move around. It's just going to stay in this place. You can't really learn this if you're just floating out in space and pecking at the strings. It doesn't work that way. So rest your hand on the instrument, and then as you begin the D chord, of course you're going to start with string 4 with your pick, and you're going to play 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that 1 out. That's a quarter note, so it's longer than the rest of the notes. Then we're going to go back and play 2 and 3. We're going to backtrack through the strings that we had just played previously. So that sounds like this. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's all consecutive strings. We're not really jumping around with the pick. We're just moving from one string to another without skipping any. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Now it's time to change to a A chord. So A chord, the A chord here starts on the 5th string. So take your pick, put it on the 5th string, and do the similar pattern. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. It's almost exactly the same pattern, we just moved it one string over. So we're starting on string 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you know where we're going next. We're going to E minor, and E minor starts on string 6, and so our pick is going to go 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Once again, that's 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going back to an A chord again. You know what to do. Start with string 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's it. So each chord, we're going to do some individual string picking. Let's play that together all the way through. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Then repeat. Okay, it sounds nice to do picking on the verse, and then when you get to the chorus, then you do strumming. So the verse and the chorus sound a little different. The verse has a lighter sound with the picking, more somber, more quiet. And then in the chorus, you can really hit it and dig in and play a lot louder. So it's nice to have that kind of dynamics in this song. Okay, well, there it is. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.